YouTube? This is your boy Bulletsway here. Today, we just saw Evil Dead Rising. This was a excuse me. I almost choked. This movie was gory. I got it. I remember what she said now. Mommy's with the maggots now. Come on, pumpkin. Let mommy in, bro. This movie was so creepy and scary. I was hoping for a teaser at the end. By the way, this is a spoiler review, so if you new, we are talking about spoilers if you have not seen the movie. So in this movie, it starts off with these three campers. I know a lot of people can't wait to see this movie now because I'm gonna dive detail and talk about it. And I'm trying not to talk too much about what's gonna happen, but this is like a plot hole they left. So in this movie, there's a demon. I think they call them Detrimites or something like that. If I remember correctly, Detrimites. Let me know in the comments down below. In the beginning of the movie, this girl's sister or cousin, I think they're sisters, she gets possessed and she rips off her sister's hair, like her scalpel or whatever, women hair, and she was bleeding. And so she somehow was able to walk all the way to the boat and run with her head bleeding, missing hair on her head. And she runs to her boyfriend in the park, or not the park, the lake. And when she gets there, the boyfriend is shocked, because that's her boyfriend. She's shocked because she's like, what the hell happened to you? And the Detromite shows her, drops the flesh that it rips off her head, like all her skin is just missing off her head. Like all of this is just gone from the back of her head. So she's just bleeding, like down all blood. I don't even know how she made it that far without bleeding out to death. So she gets there to the lake, and the demon follows her, and it seemingly grabs the drone while he's attending to her sister, trying to see if she's okay, and it slices her face off. Like, it didn't really cut her face. I'm assuming that it tricked him, because when she got out the water, she had a little cut marks on her, so it tricked her, like it cut her whole face off, but it didn't. And he jumps in the water to save her, and then she's like calling out his name and telling him, don't jump in there, something's wrong with her. He dives in anyway. Where'd my picture go? Yeah, he jumps in anyway and tries to save her, and comes back up. I honestly don't know what happened to her. Like, it's like she was possessed but not possessed. It's very, it's like, okay, he got dragged back down, and oh yeah, okay, you know what's let's do that. Let's make it super sad. We ain't gonna make it that big. But anyways, drags him back down, and I was thinking he was drowning, but while he was under that water, I guess she ripped his head off. Like, all of this was just ripped off, and she threw it back on the thing, and her sister started screaming for the life of me. She's like, ah! It's so, the blood was just, oh my god, so much blood. It's moving. After that, she comes back up, and then you get the big cinematic Evil Dead, like in this poster right here, of the letters praying behind her rises, and then it cuts back into this family that's living in this abandoned, well, not abandoned, about to be abandoned. It's like a bank. It used to be a bank, now it's an apartment complex. I guess they built over the bank and made it into an apartment complex. And after they did that, an earthquake came, hit the apartment complex, and the boy, one of her sons, finds one of the books. And it's funny because there were, in the Ash Williams movie, there were 3 books, and this, I think the director said this is the second book, not the one that we saw in the first, in the 2013 one. This is actually the second book. and uh he ends up taking upstairs. He finds some old records that go with the book, which is crazy. You know, you would think if you find an old bank or something, right, you'd be trying to get the money out of the bank. Me personally, I'm looking for the money, because if it got old records and bank transcripts, it's money in there. Like, it's a bank. I doubt they cleared all the money out when they shut the bank down, or let alone Moody if they're keeping all the workers down there, or whatever the hell they was doing down there. So one of the books the boy takes upstairs, he didn't read the book, which is funny. The record player read the book that he had from one of the pastors that was reading it. And if you listen very, very closely to the first one, you could actually hear As William voice. I don't know if that's a little Easter egg that he's coming back, or because I know when they interviewed and they say he was done with Ash when he's retired after the Ash Williams versus Evil Dead, but I don't know. I kind of think that's false, because he did do a Netflix Ash Williams on Netflix series. I might have to look it up. I don't know if it's still on Netflix or not. But he did do like a Netflix Evil Dead on there, and it was like a series. I didn't really watch it all the way, if I remember correctly. I don't know if was that the last one he did or not. But from what I know, they said that he said he was retired, which I don't really know if he retired or not, because they're still making money off of it. And but anyways. He plays the record player. Here's the voice. You hear Irish Williams voice slightly. If you in the movie theater, it's like super loud. So I went to see it at IMAX. So it's kind of hard to hear with all the surround sound, bass going. So if you listen real hard, you can hear Ash Williams voice. Don't know if it's a cameo or whatever, but it was kind of like a tease. But after that, after the record player reads the book, it summons the demon. The demon flies in the house, jumps straight into the mama as she's taking all the stuff out the apartment, because they got to find somewhere to move, because the sister ain't been helping her with the whole thing that's going on with her husband. Her husband left her and she didn't want to yada 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 and pick up the phone. So after that, the demon takes over, and we get this nice little cool scene in the elevator, like some what was that movie called? It came out like in 2008. Where the devil was in the elevator. I forgot. Somebody in the comments let me know that where the devil was in the elevator, but he possessed this old lady trying to catch this dude from for committing a murder, and the devil was actually coming out him, the devil himself. And every time the lights flicked off, somebody died. But in the this one, it kind of strung up. And you remember in the 2013 Evil Dead, the evil possessed like the forest or something and went up the girl's coochie. Said coochie, I didn't say the P word. But goes up her vagina. Goes up her vagina, and it's very brutal, y'all. Like this. Ooh, sorry, but elevator goes back up. Kids in the kitchen. Mama walks in weirdly, crazy, and the kids and her sister are just like, "Hey, you good?" And she started just throwing these eggs in the pot, just boom, bam, boom, just breaking them, boom, bam, boom, bam. I think she threw like 10 eggs in there, wasting good, perfectly chicken eggs, and then throws the pot on the floor. And then that's when she falls on the floor, and her spine shoots up. I'm assuming the demon is like trying to completely possess her body or whatever, and that's when she jumps on her sister and said, "Don't let it take my babies. It's inside of me." The wrong choice of words for this important scene, but she passes out. They think she's dead, and they take her to the neighbor apartment on the other side, puts her in the bed, and then the other neighbor, he comes in and say a little prayer, which I don't even know if you can say it's a prayer. I don't even know what kind of prayer he did, to be honest. It was terrible. If God read that prayer, he probably said, "You know what, I'm gonna kill all y'all." But anyways, she wakes up when the neighbors and them go out, and her sister sitting in the room, walks up, touches her, and then her phone rings. She hears her sister's voice on the phone, like, she's like, "I'm burning, it's hot, I'm in hell." And she wakes back up, she jumps back up, and she takes her sister, picks her up, and they carry her to the tub and throws her in the tub. And for those who don't know, the demons don't like pure cold water, like clear. It's kind of like vampire weakness. You throw them in a purified clear water, it's gonna burn the shit out of them. It's like fire to them. Water like cools them down, and they don't like that. So after they throw her in the water, she starts freaking out like a fish that's not in water. So she jumps out and starts screaming, and she falls back in, and then she comes back up, and then she says this line is just so creepy. Mummies with the maggots now. I can't get it. I'm far from to say that this entire time. Mummies with the maggots now. But after that, she crawls out of the tub, and they back away slowly, come out the bathroom. She comes out, attack. Which one did she attack? I think she attacked the second oldest daughter she has. The boy is the oldest, and she attacks him. He looks like a girl, but she attacks him. Attacks her. Gets the tattoo gun and is about to. I thought they was finna go all in with this. It looks like she was finna drill and hide, but she just grazed her face with like she's finna get her Mike Tyson tattoo. And she kicks it off her. Then the mom, her sister comes in, smacks her with a pan. And completely, and it's this funny scene. It's kind of like a Jason. I guess it's an Easter egg to Jason in the scene where Jason got hit with something. And he was like, "Really?" And that's what she did. She like hit her with a pot of pan or a stick or something, and she was like, "Really?" And then the son came out of nowhere and said, "Bow!" I don't know what he had. I don't know, was it a golf club or something? But he knocked her ass out, and then they threw her outside in the hallway. And what's just funny about this scene is they threw her outside the hallway, locked the door, put the dress on the door, and the neighbors come out. They're trying to figure out what's going on. She immediately attacks all of them. She attacks the Hispanic dude first, kills him, bites his eyeball out, and spits it inside the other kid's throat. He chokes off the eyeball. And then the other guy, no, the other little boy, his brother, gets his arms ripped off. And everybody's in the movie theater said the same thing I said. We were all laughing, but it was funny. Everybody said the same thing I said. You know how everybody's like that's like, why did she let the other kids in? She locked the other kids out there just for them to die. She sacrificed. It's crazy. Anyways, while that's going on, old man with the shotgun comes out and blow her brain. Well, he didn't blow her brains, like blow her chest out. She gets up, rip his guts out. Don't know how she survived it. I mean, it's a pump shotgun too. It's not like a regular shotgun. It's a pump, double barrel. Boom! I'm trying to figure out how she didn't get spliced in half. So after that, the other girl, she got possessed and infected. She started coughing up black blood, oozing and stuff like that, and coughing up insects out of her body. And then she started eating glass. Oh my god, this scene was ooh, my eyes. It was still brutal. I'm just like, is she eating wine glass? She's like it's ice cream. Then she's gonna say, I gotta get the bugs out of me. So she's like literally digesting and eating glass. And after that, the boy and the sister go in the room. She locks the door, and then the sister goes listen to the record player to see how to stop this thing. We're gonna fast forward a little bit because I don't want to spoil too much. We get to the scene where, because I don't want to tell y'all who else is gonna die, where they go down to the elevator, and the elevator fills up with blood, and it goes straight down. And then we get like this Rat King type of monster in this movie, which is crazy. Somebody must have played The Last of Us before they made this movie. And it comes out, and it's like the mom, the daughter, and her son like fused together, and they're like trying to get the other little girl, and she was like, "All I want is your head, sweetie." And she picks up the chainsaw, about to slice her head off, and the other girl, she somehow got through the gate, and she kicks the gate in from the other outside, and comes in with the shotgun and blow her back, and she turns around and grabs her, and they about to throw her in this wood chipper, this wood shredder, whatever you call those things. The little girl cuts it off, and then she kicks the rat monster in the face and picks up the chainsaw. She's like, "My turn, bitch." and she immediately plunges the chainsaw into her brain, cuts the thing back on the wood chipper or whatever you call it, and it just sucks up like some spaghetti and kills the son and the other daughter of hers. And then she sticks the chainsaw in her head while the thing just chops up her whole body. And then you would think she'd be dead after all that. She's like, nope, not done yet. So she starts talking, calling her a filthy whore, dirty slut, you F all that stuff, I'm gonna eat you and all that, everything, I'm gonna crawl up inside of you and devour your baby. And I was like, oh my God, you gotta kill her after that. So she kicks it in there, and it's a damn good movie. Oh, by the way, I don't know if this is a post-credit scene or not, because it kind of played after they left, because she picks up the chainsaw and left, and then one of her, probably there was somebody down, I don't know how she slept through all that bullshit upstairs, but she was underneath them, so she goes downstairs, she gets possessed. And this is the woman from the beginning of the movie. Like, they, you know, that was a time skip. We didn't actually see what happened to her in the beginning, because, you know, they, like, there's some kind of Dutchman running around in the forest or whatever. And that was so they fast forward, and that's the girl from the beginning of the outro. We see how she gets possessed and how she went to go pick up her cousin. So she must have went to go pick her up, and then when they got to the house, she got really, really sick. And that's because she was possessed. I think she got possessed by 3 demons. Because in the movie, they're like flying in her from different shots of the scene, from left, right, and the back. And I'm assuming it must be the mama, the boy, and the daughter's soul just flying into her sister and just consuming her soul or whatever. And that's how we got to that scene. Don't know if it's going to be a part 2 or not. Might be. Who knows? I'm hoping so, because I actually want to see what's going to happen. This is kind of like a what-if scenario. But this was a damn good movie. If I were to rate this movie, I'd give this movie a 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you're a big horror fan, go check this movie out. It is. If you're a big gore person too, you should go check this out. 100%. It's worth seeing. I like watching demonic shit because it's creepy and scary. That's when you get especially if it's a woman getting possessed, because they be freaky as hell when they get possessed by a demon. They actually turn into a succubus. That's literally what they are. But anyways, guys, post comments down below. Let me know if you're gonna go check out Evil Dead Rising. Let me know what you think about the movie. Let me know, is it your type of taste, your flavor? And let me know what you think about the gore. Comment down below. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next review, man. I'm out. Let's check this joint on out, y'all.